Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Oh, yeah, here I am. Hello. Hi there. Hello.
Hey, am I frozen? Do I just need to let it go? Am I coming through? I know, I'm gonna have to let it go for right now. Just gonna let it go. We'll see what happens if it straightens itself out in a little bit. Either way, hey, welcome. My name is Simon, and hello to all you lords and ladies of fate. You'll once again find yourselves in the self-proclaimed only Twitch TTRPG stream that allows you, the viewer, to significantly impact the flow of a story for free. In order to make these changes to the story, use the redeem command in chat and spend fate chips. Now, what are fate chips, do you ask? Well, there are loyalty points that you can earn just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or engaging with us in chat. Use the fate chips to alter skill rolls, heal your favorite players, introduce custom items, or make players say or do interesting things, or even sing. You can even create random encounters as part of the script. This evening, we have another installment of the Cookie Track story, where I will play the character of Lieutenant Noob and eat cookies with my friend Rufus. Tonight we're going to be using Star Trek Adventures by Modifius as a solo play system, and the Mythic Game Emulator to resolve plot points and conflicts. So come and join us tonight for Dark Shadow Ballots. And Rufus, why don't you tell us about the story beats and our cookies? And they are shaped like onions, completely covered with frosting, and they have these sprinkles on them. They're quite and also replicate too. I'm still kind of frozen. I'm not gonna get too worried about it. Yep. I all of them. It's like, yeah. I am so glad, and we can both be heard, as far as I can tell. Huh? Can we? Okay, yeah, I'm behind on my listening here, so I'm gonna mute myself there. Yeah, so Rufus, let's see, what do we want to do? We wanna jump on in here. I better have a cookie first, because we've also got dogs. We don't know this, but there are dogs off screen. So what are we gonna do here? Nope, of course you're not. It's been okay. Hey, how about now, Rufus?
Let me check. Okay, I'm in there now.
Oh, Rufus, why don't you tell them what kind of cookies we're gonna have and what kind of plot points we have to hit tonight?
So, in case I wasn't heard before, which I don't think I was, our plot points tonight are crewman possessed by an alien, Klingon politics, and blank is irrelevant. And tonight we have a very special cookie. I believe this was requested by Pone Donkeys. Is that correct?
Yep, I think it was.
They're frosted animal crackers, and we got ours from a company called Mother's Frosted Cookies. They come in the most delightful package. It's all pink and purple, and the cookies themselves are pink and white. They are shaped like animals. You can't really tell what animals they are, except for the elephant. That one's pretty obvious. But the rest of them are just sort of blobby, four-legged creatures. And they're covered in pink or white frosting with little tiny sparkles on them. And I would say They're rather magical. They're delightful, and they do taste pretty good too.
Okay, I'm gonna try something with myself to see if I can phase in and out of reality. Because it doesn't seem to like my broadcast here. Let's see if I can nudge it by having it go to a different video.
Oh wow, you went completely invisible except for your badge.
Yep, the badge is good. Let's go back to. There I am. Okay, I'm better now. I'm back, folks.
Oh, there you are.
We just need to kind of do the old-fashioned engineering thing, which is you turn it off and you turn it back on again. And I should
I
be
think that
getting
works
more
for so
anime.
many things. I think that works for so many things except life itself.
Yes, and now, of course, my camera decided it's not gonna do diddly squat diddly do.
Diddly
Uh,
do,
it's not gonna do diddly do. Right
diddly
now,
do.
and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna
Okay.
grab a thing because of course I've got this thing cross-wired 6 ways to Sunday. So where should we start with this? I mean, we've got those are our those are our must-haves. Those are our plot threads.
Yeah. Okay.
We have to
Um.
figure out about like what is irrelevant. We should resolve that at some point.
hmm Well,
Um,
I would say let's just basically start by saying we're at the Klingon homeworld because that seems to be,
oh, are you
the
sure are you sure we want to be at the Klingon homeworld, or did we want to be in space Appalachia?
well, isn't that in the Klingon homeworld?
Well, you. Oh, okay. So this is the hills of Kronos.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Not
just
okay. Okay, so we're gonna go to Tennessee, and Kronos is Tennessee.
hmm
Is what I'm hearing
Yeah, and
at this point. Okay.
why are we there? Why have we been called into this situation in this volatile political situation that's going on?
Oh, because we always are.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, I think that we've got. Let me see. Oh, this is weird. Hey, camera, how about you just not do anything?
I
Well, I
think
can,
the
I can.
camera's going to agree with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just talk, and we'll just
Okay.
let it go at this point. I'm 90% there, so that's a good thing. All right, so we got some Klingon politics to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, thank you, Rufus, Jeff Rufus. With that, we get some Klingon politics, um, and like that, so we can decide
Mm-hmm.
where are we. Why did we get called here? So let's go to the notes. You'll notice here's our threads right
Okay.
over there. So that's
Here they are.
things we've got to address by the end of the night, or in an
Mm-hmm.
hour, whichever comes first. So we got the we're at Quonos. We decided.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
No.
think
Well, should
as
we
always.
randomize it? Should we randomize it? Should we say, "Hey, I ran Quonos," or are we somewhere else?
Well, we're always better if we just start right in the midst of it.
Oh, what I mean is it is a Klingon planet. I just need to know if we're in capital city or not.
Hmm. Okay.
That's my only. I
That.
wasn't dragging. I'm not dragging you off of. I'm
Yeah.
not dragging you off of Quonos, or Quonos, or Barcelona. That's the equivalent. People say Quonos. It's like, sorry, Greg.
Barcelona.
It's like saying Barcelona. I'm gonna say the odds are, pretty very likely that we're on Quonos, but I want to throw that up there. We've
Okay.
been
Okay.
called. We've been called to a Klingon homeworld. Is it Quonos? We're saying it's very likely. I've upped the chaos factor, so it may throw us some random
Ooh,
ideas.
let's just see. Uh-huh.
Okay. Nope, no event. Dead flat simple. Here we are at Quonos.
Well, that's good because I think we've already paid for that set.
No, once you're inside, the amazingly architecture seems to be completely identical across cultures.
Well,
That's.
there's only one architect on all these other planets.
I think that well, this was the dream of what's his name, right? Frank Lloyd Wright.
hmm
Did you mean this planet? Oh, sure. You'll get all fancy. It used to be
Oh yeah,
called. Sorry, it used to be named Klazanti. It was named a bunch of things in other shows, but we are not going to deal with that.
we're not gonna do it at all.
All right, so we're at Quonos. We've been summoned for. Do we want to be summoned for one of the plot points, or do we want to be summoned for another event and get caught up in it?
Uh, hmm.
Because we can create an event and see if that works. We're gonna introduce a new NPC. Oppress ideas. We've been there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love this. I love this. Okay.
Okay, oppress ideas. Well, let's say that there is a contested election.
Oh, ranked choice voting. The Klingons have had to use ranked choice voting.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea. We're gonna go around explaining ranked choice voting to the Klingons. And it's like, don't I just bury a bat left in his skull? No, 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 we don't do that anymore. Now you pick the first guy you want. I like the idea of like you pick the first guy you want to kill, and then the person you'd next most like to kill, and we'll present it that way.
I just think that's brilliant.
That's how I would explain ranked choice voting, ranked choice duels. Well, it would be actually another way of making dueling competitors and stuff too. We'll put that on there. Okay, so yeah, we have been called in. Explain. Ranked choice voting. And yeah, that's a new idea. And someone there's an NPC and he is dead set against this, and it has to be a new NPC that we have not new NPC we have not dealt with yet, because the event is to introduce a new NPC, and I think they will be our foil for this. It's like I think we're getting into. I think we do definitely. I'm gonna mark the thread off of Klingon politics, because I think we're right in the middle of it right now. I think we've satisfied adding Klingon politics to our thing, right? So I'm gonna cross that off my list. But yeah, so we got Klingon politics. We've been called in to explain ranked choice voting by the Federation Cultural Liaison.
Absolutely.
Should that be our character or diplomat, or should we have a diplomat be upset about it or a Klingon be upset about this?
Well, let's. Who's contesting the election?
Well, we're gonna introduce a new way of voting. We haven't contested an election yet.
Oh, okay.
We're introducing it. We're bringing this up at what was the election? What's a good election we could be bringing this out to try it out? You know how you have a you have a dry run of this. So I'm thinking we got a dry run, or no, a minor election.
Yeah, it's it's a Klingon county clerk.
Okay. Oh God, this is not going to go well. Because I have a feeling there's going to be all kinds of horrible things we can do with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, everybody at home, which I don't know if there is anybody at home. I know people are at home. They're just not listening. But anyone at home, don't forget, keep eating those cookies. Have a good time.
I mean, they're delicious.
They are. They're surprising. I think, what was it called? Taste the frosting?
Yes. Well, that's their tagline: is "Stop and taste the frosting."
Okay, because honestly,
in fact, there's a wonderful little, I don't know what to call it, but they obviously hired an English major to write this.
They're just all over their website. Their website is a damn delight.
Yeah,
they hired somebody really to make those cookies dance.
It's a little poem, actually. Yes. Open the bag, get on with the show. Majestic lions will roar a hello. I mean, really. That is so delightful. You just want to eat another cookie just because of that.
Okay, I'm going to look up what is Klingon for county clerk.
That is a good question.
Legal terms from the Klingon language wiki. I am here for this. I am so here for this. Jurger. Yeah, they don't have clerk. However,
Hmm.
This is the teaching Klingon to the galaxy. Okay. So we're looking for people, and I'm gonna go with magistrate,
Okay, that sounds good.
or an arbiter. It's up to us, but I think we need a magistrate.
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds like yeah,
yeah.
that sounds like something you'd vote for, maybe. I mean, it's probably just really an appointment that they make it look like an election.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think this is the biggest thing. Is like, are we interfering with a deeply held, don't give a shit belief?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord, it's got Klingon letters and handwritten ones.
Mm.
I do not know how to pronounce it, though. That is the problem.
Mm.
I demand to see a magistrate. Done, used in Enterprise Affliction. Nice. Thank you so freaking much. I really. Beings capable of language. Okay, yeah, these guys are really good. I'm super. Holy crap! I can actually hear it pronounced. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that.
I did not.
Oh, I will put a thing up. I've got to figure out how to route that because oh
That's I
baby.
mean, I'm learning something. I bet other people will learn something too.
That was my attempt to grab the image. I'm gonna take the Klingon letters and I'm gonna screen grab them because
Okay. Mhm.
that is how I'm gonna roll in this universe because I like it. I am absolutely here for doing this. Yeah, I'm really upset that I'm not upset. I'm really sad. GM the Great Barrier couldn't be here. He runs a Klingon campaign.
Oh, he would probably know how to say this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, yeah, and I can send you the. I'm gonna send you the audio
Okay.
clip over in what's it called? I can put it in.
Let's
Oh
put it in
God,
Facebook.
I'll put it in Facebook chat. Yeah, this is our
Hmm.
world. We get
Hmm.
we get nowhere without Facebook, freaking Facebook chat. All right, it's Dolwe, I think is the phrase.
Hmm.
Oh, Loch Wei. So I am here for you, Klingon Wiki. Thank you. So it's Loch Wei. They have a
Oh,
little.
it is. Lochwe.
All right, I'm liking this. All right, so we got a
Loch.
minor election. Now,
Lochwe.
is this the only person standing for the election? Do you think could he be the NPC and he's like afraid that ranked choice voting is going to lose him his job?
Oh, doesn't that sound like a twist?
Well, it's meant to be, Klingon politics. We're introducing ranked choice voting, and I would like to go with voting. I would propose voting is irrelevant. Be the fill in the
Hmm.
blank phrase.
Hmm. Hmm. I think you're
Yeah,
right.
I'm going with that. Oh, we are seriously getting demonetized now, and this is yeah, that we are like we were ever monetized. Um, so which kind of Klingon is this guy gonna be? Because he could be an old school. He could be old school Klingon. I'm gonna
Oh,
go back to
yeah.
my faves. Hmm?
That's what we could say is he he's had this job for a really long time.
Yes,
He's been in this position way longer than he should be, and he knows it.
and he knows it. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go with TOS.
he's the Diane Feinstein of
Oh God, no! We're dragging. Well, we're supposed to drag politics into it, like we should. Yeah, I don't want to get your politics out of my Star Trek.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm liking all the literally all the guys. Okay, I'm gonna use this guy because he is from the series. And
Okay.
when you look at the series, all the elements are there for the frickin' modern Klingons. You
Oh,
got your little
yeah.
badges. You got a vest of some armor. You got a rank badge.
That was
Um,
just an evolution, a really, I would say, really clever
yeah,
evolution to not
we had
just
that.
start from scratch.
Yeah, and it wasn't terrible. So we're gonna pretend he's old, but he's held up well.
Yeah.
They do have a name for these guys in the game.
Mm.
Um, they're basically the human fusion, or you could say
Mm-hmm.
they're afflicted.
Oh, yeah,
Because
the afflicteds.
they're afflicted is, I believe, it's not quite how it works, but they have you have to kind of square that circle, and then everybody in their own game kind of gets to pick. So this is gonna be NPC. He's the only candidate. Because I think it's like we pick ranked choice voting as an example to bring to them.
Mm.
But the
Mm-hmm.
funniest thing, he's the only candidate, and like with judges, you can either vote him in or out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so ranked choice voting makes the absolute least amount of sense for this particular way of doing Klingon politics. But we're gonna try and jam it in there anyway.
I mean, nonetheless, he's worried, really worried.
Yes. What happens if he comes up second to nothing? Because I don't think there's even a vote of no confidence. I think their vote of no confidence is a bat'leth battle. It's got to be trial by combat is a thing. In this, even in this, well, actually, in every freaking era of Star Trek, that's trial by combat because they're Klingons, and we're just gonna be racist about it. What sort of name would he have? You got a name for me?
Old.
Not cuckold. What did you do?
I was thinking like just K with an old after it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I think he's gonna go. He might be scheduled next on Martok's tour, or who was the emperor?
Oh, he's just ready for the retirement planet.
He's ready for the retirement planet. He's ready to go face some Shellyak in a Okay, I'm gonna flip his character. I'm gonna flip the image because we really do need to do that then. Highlight.
Unless he's just had a lot of work done.
He's had a lot of work done. I like the idea. Oh yeah, has had a lot of work done.
It's there's no original, no original parts left.
He's held this office since Kirk was a deal breaker.
He was he's the Klingon of Theseus.
Yes. Has had a lot of work done. He's had a lot of work done. And let me see, what else has he got to do? The Klingon of Thesis is pretty good. You can't argue with that one. Let me get them all trimmed up here. Look at this, folks. We make our own tokens, much like the Democratic Party. Okay, here we go. Heyo. Hey, Jim the Great Bear, how you doing? You declugging?
Oh, Jim.
I know, we'd actually lamented how you weren't here to help us with our Klingon. Which is great to see. I have no idea how many ads you've had to sit through, by the way. So, hey, also Skate Deck, thank you so much for being subscribed at Tier 1.
Oh, awesome.
I know, at some point we're gonna have to get some of those things in here. Yeah, so you've probably seen all the things that we gotta go over. We got some Klingon politics. We've come to Quonos to introduce ranked choice voting. Just got back. Well, we are having fun. So we're introducing ranked choice voting to Quonos. Because that's just how we're gonna roll in this, because that's how the Federation works. And basically we're going to introduce it in a minor election for what is the office, Rufus? What is the pronunciation?
It is magistrate, but it's called a
What? That sounds like all the words.
What?
Oh, loch. No, it's loch. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. That'll if
It
we
takes
get.
some practice, I gotta say.
I gotta say, it's you
It's
gargle a
it's
lot.
it's just like parts of my throat I don't normally use.
Yes, that's well, you're a robot, so I don't know how you just have a speaker.
And I do. It's down in my
Um,
subwoofer.
get your subwoofer. Oh yeah, you can feel it down in your subwoofer. Yeah, so Cahold is very apprehensive about this. So we're gonna actually go and get him into. Let's get him in a scene. Where physically do we want to be on this? The subwoofer. Oh God, that's bad. Subwoof. Worf is a dom. We know this is the fact, unless he's with Jetsia.
Mm.
Worf is a dom, except with Jetsia. Um. Oh God. Let me see. What have we got for this? All right. So what location are we at? Where do we think we are?
Oh, that's a good one. What?
So it's a good one. Yeah, I'm putting you on the gentleman. I'm putting you on the hot seat with me.
Mm.
We could be in a well. We're on Quonos, so there should be
Hmm.
some. I'm looking for. Let me get myself back in here. Looking for some. Klingon supermarket. See, this is the thing ChatGPT should do for us.
Hmm. Hmm.
Honestly, this is what I should be able to type into Mid Journey and just have it absolutely hand me.
Hmm.
But I'd like
At the
some
ready.
pineapple. But I'd like some pineapples and have it just
Hmm.
suddenly put pineapples right where they need to be.
Hmm.
Folks, this AI stuff is not quite perfect. Let me see. Oh, that's whatever it is. I want that. Klingons invade Naperville to help Toys for Tots. That's super. God, that's super nice. It's an old couple cosplaying Star Trek, and they're collecting up Toys for Tots. Gosh darn it! I'm gonna have to go cry now.
Mm.
I have to cry. That's like seeing the person who was, the Queen of Roses in Game of Thrones, the woman that
Hmm.
cosplayed,
Hmm.
and
Oh yeah.
she passed, and so they had
Hmm.
her wheelchair that had the throat was made up like the Sword of Thrones, or the throne of swords on it, and yeah. So Klingon supermarket. Let's do with a Klingon throne room. Empty. There. Okay, I got me a throne room. Hey, thank you, Star Trek Online. Throne room, Kingdoms of Camelot. Hey, I'll do the Kingdoms of Camelot thing. I will rip off anyone's art. Come and stop us. I'm gonna plop that baby in here because that has a vibe to it. It's got a brutalist architecture kind of thing.
I like it.
I've never seen Kronos in the daylight because it's too hellish to try in the light. Send it back. There we go. Yeah, so Noob, I don't know who else is here or if Noob is just coming on down. Oh, the Orion Market Annex from Discovery. I'm gonna put a pin in that one because I'm willing to bet we're gonna get something in there because we do have an alien possession that needs to happen to a crew member. And I think that we can do that. I think we're out in front of this is one of our finest voting silos. And I'm gonna do a thing because whenever I collect up a resource now, I want to make sure I tuck it into my resource slides because we've let too many things go, awry. So I can make sure we've got an event silo here. And all right, so I'm trying to convince him of something, right?
Well, maybe you're just trying to dispel his fears, and uh, let him know that this is going to be handled as fairly as possible.
Well, I think fairly as possible is absolutely not the way he wants this handled. I think when you're used to the way things are, like you were told, like the fifth guy away from yeah, is Martok? Are we in the universe where Martok's? No, we're not. We're not far enough in the system yet, are we?
I don't think
Are we
so.
are we in the DS90 era?
Well, you tell me.
Well, oh God. Well, where do we want to be? Because we could be in the part where Gowron's chancellor, or we could be with what's his name. Well, we don't know the year. That's the problem. You want to pick a year? Great Barrier. We will go with dealer's choice. If you got an era, because we it's the is it the post Dominion War? Yeah. So you can decide if you want to go post Dominion War. It kind of opens up. We don't have to fit as tightly into canon. And that doesn't hurt anything. I mean, like, we care. The writers didn't. Why should we? The writers shouldn't. I mean, they shouldn't treat it. They should find a good way to tell their story. I think you can do both. I think you can respect canon and tell your damn story. Just pick a new
That's so
alien.
true. That is
Pick
so
a new
true.
alien. Just pick an alien. You can make them up. Like in the old days, they just made them up. They glued some stuff to an actor's forehead, and off you went. And that actor,
So true.
and that actor was Jeffrey Combs. 9 times out of 10, and I think we will bring Jeffrey Combs into this just for the hell of it. May as well go post. Okay, so that gives us Galron as the chancellor. So yeah, Galron's 15th, step cousin has picked him for this job because it's just that important, right? So we don't want to mess with it. We're rocking the boat here. Klingons are pretty traditional. So we've got, and this, by the way, this is, Cahold. Oh, what did I say? I said Galron, didn't I? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. God, who's the guy with the eyes?
Oh, that's Gowron, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Galron. Okay, yeah.
Martok is
But
the
it
one
could
with the
still
patch.
be Galron's relative. Okay, yeah, I'm really sorry. I got things set in my brain here, and I gotta knock them out. So we got, but he was appointed. Yeah, I like the idea that the Galron's only got like 1 or 2 people left in place. And we could. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe Galron's people are behind this ranked choice voting thing.
Oh, making the change? They want him out?
They want to make a change to disrupt things, to sow discord between the Federation and the Klingons yet again. I'm liking that. Okay, I'm gonna put that in.
Well, that would be a good that would be a good plot.
Well, yeah, we're here about that.
First the municipal election, then the Empire. Kapla!
First we rig the election. What? First, yes, that is exactly it. Then Dominion voting machines. They will all have to be made in Venezuela. Oh God, it's like Fox News. Oh God, this is funny. Yeah, but I like that we've actually, by mistake, we've got a new wrinkle on here. I still don't have anybody possessed by an alien, but I'm giving it, the evening is still young. And I do like that. So they've called us in. We don't know this yet. So we got the old fashioned. I'm a big fan of the good old fashioned intrigue plot rather than, Klingon politics gets a little weird. Which is the whole, not weird, but very intricate, very Byzantine, very Shakespeare, real politics.
Oh yeah, they're the original Shakespeare.
Yeah, OG Shakespeare, until you've read them in the original Shakespeare. Yeah, so we're here. Cold is angry about the interference. Um, and do we want the person who's invited us? Do we need any posse, or is it just noob hanging out? Is it just me?
Noob seems to just get put into all kinds of. I mean, I'd say that's the thing. Like, let's think that the official stuff is going on in some other room with Captain Esteban, and here we are with because Old can't be in on this conversation because he's a candidate.
He's the candidate.
The candidate.
All right, yeah. So that's where we're gonna put our antagonist,
Hmm.
our other character. Let me see. Let's pick up. While we're at it, let's pick up another. Let's pick up that other NPC. Who is? Let me get. Well, we already know it because you only need to use the random event generator when you're in doubt about something. But if you got some logical stuff that you're running with, let me see. There's hold. And I think he's afflicted, but I do not remember. There was a name for them, but they are a second class citizen in what's it called? They are a second class citizen in the Empire because they have a yeast infection essentially, and so they aren't allowed to. We're just gonna make up a fact on the spot that they aren't. The reason that they're good magistrates is because they cannot have political ambitions. They just can't. They can't hold
Oh,
office.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Kucha. Yes. Yeah, that was the exact one. Thanks for having that at your fingertips. I know we were lamenting you have a game that is in this universe, and I'm like I said, I'm gonna be a writer, and I'm gonna assign my own wrinkle onto the Kucha for this purpose. Because I've used them in the past as like people that have an axe to grind. They're both victim and well, they're Klingons. They're going to be dicks, and they're also much sneakier and more cunning than normal Klingons, than standard issue Klingons. Let me see. Okay, so we got an NPC. We got a bad guy. Nude starts off by trying to assure him the election will be held with honor and integrity. Oh yeah, I'm loving that. Yeah, we're all right. Before we build our guy, I want to do some calm down rolls of cold,
Okay.
and yeah, we're gonna. Oh, this is your favorite part, isn't it? This is your favorite part. This is where we're gonna roll dice.
Oh yeah. So everybody get ready for the dice because this is like it's one of the best parts of the show. They're
Well,
just gonna
thanks.
go.
Yeah.
They're gonna roll across this screen in the most amazing way. It's just as magical as these cookies that we're eating.
Yes, they are cookies that we're eating. I'm really hoping that GM the Great Barrier gets anyone who's it's mostly contrary. Well, he's old and he's held on to it like a grudge. We've decided that he's been at it since Kirk was a. Oh wow! I get a skill bonus for this. Oh wow! Okay.
That's so good.
Yep, and Felix is gonna make sure that everybody gets. Thought was momentum or focus if appropriate. I think definitely he gets an extra die. How does that sound?
Mm.
Is a way to do a quick and dirty. I'm negotiating with GM the Great Barrier. Yeah, either momentum or focus. I'm gonna give him an extra die as a skill bonus. The nicest part about these systems, especially just to trumpet about the D20, was was that you can actually be a bit flex with it. You can all roads lead to Rome, as it were, and not just the one on TOS that was a bit weird. But all roads lead all roads lead to Talos 4. So yeah, I've got what do I got here? All right, I'm gonna try and roll, and I've got about an 11. I really need to make a character sheet up for myself one day.
That is true. I mean, you just got to. I think you should take some time to get to know yourself.
We've had 20 episodes.
Well, Noob's always a supporting character.
I have such big plans for that Shintarian with a machine gun. Yeah, that was. I mean, the weird part is they stuck them in what I would consider not far off of 1960 Chicago cop riot gear. I mean, you could very easily see. And what was the freaking point, too? It was like, it's going to happen. So I think he's a little bit steamy. I'm gonna say that he's got a 19 or a 20 for something not so good going on. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, Noob does have an insight into Klingons because he's his best buddy. So I
Yeah,
do have I do have a 3.
he's a Shadish.
Yeah, but I no, the captain got to be one, didn't he?
Oh, I thought Noob was too.
Noob got passed over. He just gets his
Oh,
buddy
yeah,
into
okay.
trouble.
Mm.
He was never trusted to be a Chadish. When Captain Esteban is your Chadish and over you, there's a problem. But no, what I have is a complication range of 19 or 20, and I have a critical success of 3.
Okay.
And I got 3 dice thanks to Jam the Great Barrier. Okay, I got a 14, a 5, and a 9. So I need an 11. I got 2 successes. Bog standard stuff. I'm gonna check and see if I'm gonna evaluate the scene right now, just to say, does the scene play out like I expect it to? I.e., is Mythic gonna throw me any additional crap?
Okay.
That the complication dice didn't.
Let's see what Mythic does.
It effed us.
Ooh.
So that's good. But I did succeed in convincing him. All right, so. What were the phrase he used? Honor and integrity. Have you watched the Klingon Empire? I need some ballot box stuffing. Honor and integrity. Success. Kapla. I mean, I really hope that you. I honestly, GM the Great Bear, I really hope you get to throw Kapla around in your thing. I can't spell integrity. Come on. I did mean that. Yes, I did. Thank you. I got some. Convinced him. However, we have a possible alteration to the scene. And it is focus of an NPC. It is negative. So it's something about an NPC happens. Does not have to be cold. It can be the other person we have not yet introduced. And it is to break nature.
To break nature.
Breaking their nature, breaking, the order of things, maybe. Some sort of a disrupt. So we could cut to, I've convinced Cahol that things are good. And I'm going to take the fucking W on that.
Okay.
Because
that's good.
The best part about these stories is we don't have to be present for the next one. The next scene. And the next scene is going to definitely not be Lieutenant Noob. It's going to be the Klingon conference room. And it's going to be a new NPC. With the, with whatever we need to do. We're going to do vote. And by the way, voting is irrelevant. It's technically still in play. And crew member possessed by aliens. How could that not be break nature? I am so jamming that in there. I really want to work in Centurion with a machine gun, but maybe not tonight.
We're going to have to save that just like we're going to have to save fortune cookies.
Fortune cookies is next week. So that's going to be good. It's going to be the all fortune cookie show. We're just going to keep eating it. I need a power of Klingon conference room. Okay, there's the throne room. All right, now I got a couple of options for the throne room.
Okay.
That looks like an intimate little spot. As does that. I mean,
Oh yeah, these are cozy places.
That's a cozy place for Star Trek. Yeah, that's one right here. This is exactly okay. What the hell? All right, guys,
Well,
I need.
this is like the yeah, this is a bridge somewhere.
There we go. Klingon interior kit. I've really got to find out who this person is. Why is it saying my name right there? Nope, I'm stealing. Star Trek Online artist, responsible for the following interior kits. Because yeah, those guys do great work, and they just stick with a goddamn aesthetic. I mean, we do not need to reimagine this. Thank you very much. I mean, I like it. I like seeing new things when new things are required. But also, like, I don't need to redesign a 1950s gas station because that's what they look like. I'm a bit of a Steve Shives guy. Hey, GM, did you actually see? Oh, well, we did do a gimmick. Challenge the results of the election specifically by combat. Oh, yeah. No, I think that this is the problem. We've told them about ranked choice voting, and right now we're going to go to the room about how ranked choice voting works. That's Klingon fallback. Yeah. What we were doing is we joked about ranked choice voting. We were trying to present it in terms of pick the person that you in order of the, which you'd least or would most like to stick your blade into. And so the first person, and then you get to pick another guy and another guy. And so we were trying to explain it in terms of ranked choice trial by combat, ranked choice opponents to try and get it across. But those people, that's not Felix's job because he's a lieutenant, as we all mentioned. We all seem to never tire of mentioning that he's a lieutenant. He shouldn't be involved in any of this crap. But we do have where's my resources? We do have Captain Esteban. Who else is in there with him?
Let's see. Oh gosh.
Strack, the ship's counselor.
Absolutely.
Okay. Zeno. He can never make it out of the room. Let me see. Yeah, I think those are our good Chief McJewels, which we don't know. Yeah, we have no idea what Lieutenant Ardane is about. We've got we do have one other person, which was that I don't know. I forget who Kat Carson was. Was she one of our science officers? I think she was a science officer.
Yeah, I know she's a commander.
Well, yeah, you can be a science officer. You can get rank. So I'm gonna toss these people. Whoops, come on. Oop, nope. All right, I didn't grab who I thought I grabbed. I'm gonna grab Kat because we don't have her defined. We did, but I didn't put her numbers down. And is the captain involved? He's got to be involved. This is an election.
Absolutely. He loves making decisions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's enjoying the hell out of this. So you have to stand because Klingons have standing meetings. Because they're that kind of an asshole. Does Edna go? She's in comms, but we'll go with. I'm gonna go with Kat Carson.
Yeah, let's do Kat Carson. We'll have to look back and see what on earth she did.
We'll pretend for the moment we don't know. Rank choice dueling is how we'll come at this.
Yes.
Let me see. Yeah, that's clean fallback. Okay. So
rank choice rank choice combat, yeah.
Rank choice combat. Okay, thank you. Well, it is better than like the seeds. And I'm assuming that actually when you think about it, their original I wonder if their system is that way. No, it's somebody who's picked, and then whoever wants to come at them can come at them. Because I also imagine a seed and a bracket system. would be
Oh.
good. Because this would make sense. You'd have a tournament for each one of the positions, which takes forever. So what we do is we just have everybody kind of decide. All the warriors get together and say, well, Kator is a pretty good guy, and they just give him a ranking in who they think is the best warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going away from the seeds and bracket system. So now it's like no longer Klingon fantasy football. Okay, so we got to come up with our dude, right? I need a Klingon. We're going back to Klingon cosplay. He is not going to be old. Yes. Wait, did I just do?
Oh, what's up?
What's that? What?
Well, I thought you said you found somebody.
No, I thought I did. He slipped away.
Hmm.
But I like this. I like this more elder character.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. More seasoned.
More seasoned, and most importantly, he's imperial.
Mm-hmm.
And he's there. He is there to, he's there to basically, front for Gangron. We're gonna stick him in. I think we get enough space. We get enough space for him on this card, or do we need new ones? A new card for him.
Oh, yeah, just put him right there. He doesn't have to have a complicated backstory.
Oh well, yeah. Well, Gangron appointee. Oh, we're still cleaning out. I'll bet we're at the era where we're still cleaning stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be to my benefit. We could see Worf show up at an audience request. Do we have a name for this guy? I mean, because I'm thinking Sharel, son of whatever, but it's just me.
Go with it.
Sharel, and he's the I gotta say whatever we have for elections. We're going to the Klingon wiki. There's verbs, there's general nouns, authority. I kind of like the idea of just giving him lawyer, witness, juror, whatever. These are legal terms. I like the idea of he's the it's not quite an arbiter of succession, but an arbiter.
Okay.
And let me see.
It's probably like a general purpose thing. You could be an arbiter for just about anything.
Yeah. So he's the oh, there it is. Yeah, arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with extra apostrophes because of course.
Oh, that one gets really caught in your throat.
Okay. Oh, did you already do it?
No, I was just thinking maybe that's what the apostrophes signify.
Oh, I think that is. Oh, he's actually quite cool. This one does not hurt. I'm going to send it over to you. He is the Ordwet. Ordwet, I think. Because they do a lot of wet. Yeah, there it is. Ordwet. Ordwet. So that's pretty. I'm not averse to how these voices and pronunciations work. Let me see. Where's
just a little practice? That's all.
Yeah. Well, we learn by doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is Facebook? There you are. I'm gonna shoot that over to you so you can hear it. We're getting there. Really, this is a show that needs freaking helpers. But yeah, he's Ord wet.
Old wet. Yeah, I wonder what that wet signifies.
We don't know. It's going to be very interesting, though. And yeah, he wants to disrupt Martek's rule and proposed yeah, so what we're gonna do is it's this Federation idea, and he's gonna blame it all on Gowron, or he's gonna blame it all on Martok.
I'm
gonna throw the blame at Martok. Yep. Right. And we got this guy, and I gotta freaking get him a name tag now.
Nobody's official without a name tag, and I don't even know how I got in the building.
I'm just gonna go with Sharel. We're just gonna go with that. That's a pretty good cosplay, by the way. You know, that's to me anyway.
That is nice.
I really like this, and I'm gonna be. I know we decided to not do that, but if a person's showing a lot of skin, and I'm gonna be very sexist if it's a female, I tend to be much more sensitive to things, you know, where I don't want to, and I definitely no mid sneeze cosplay pictures, the equivalent of that. Because it's like, oh, we're gonna make fun of the Star Trek people. Screw that, man. Star Trek people are awesome. They're doing.
They are definitely awesome.
They're doing what they love, and they're sharing it, and it makes us happy. Although I did almost get punched in the throat that one time at Dragon Con by a Klingon, who was really annoying. Yeah, so we're gonna bring Sharel into this.
Yeah, it's like a backup singer, the Sharels.
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Come on, you should be able to pick this up, man. There you go. And he's gonna be deliberately obtuse. I mean, he's gonna absolutely. I think Strack needs to be in blue because he's a freaking science dude. There we go. That's his job. I'm gonna stay with my colors. Yeah, so he's deliberately being obtuse. And how many hours have they been talking about this? Do you think? I mean, they're sitting in the council meeting and they're trying to explain rank choice dueling to him.
Yeah, I think, like, you know, let's just say this has been going on for a while. They have brought in lots of food, they've brought in drinks to kind of move this along. Nothing seems to be helping.
Yeah, he's being deliberately obtuse.
He is stonewalling this.
Yeah, he wants to do this, and he wants to make, you know, like, the fun of it. Okay, so you know, he needs to consult the Stone of Kalis. I'm bringing in a custom item. Oh yeah, it's probably been allowed talking in circles. Yeah, so yeah. Oh god, you're back from the ad. How many hours of ads do you have to go through, GM? All I'm saying is, if you really have like nothing better to do with your money, you can subscribe. But you know what? That's just not how it works. And if you do get to be a player, or you want to join Lords and Ladies of Fate, they don't give you they don't give you that. They don't give you a frickin' what's it called? They don't give you a subscription either. I'm just saying that you gotta be friends with Daddy Bezos to get free subscriptions, apparently. Yeah, talking in circles. So they're basically caught on, you know, talking in circles. And I think that he's gonna Yeah, he's gonna want to consult the Stone of Kalis, which we just made up. We have a new item.
Oh, new item. New
New
item.
I, I'm making a new. I'm making a new item. Let me see. I'm sure it's actually been made by somebody. I'm gonna bring in a new. It's gonna be now an NPC. New item. I because I'd love it to be like something dumb like the toilet paper roll of KLS, but crazy thing, this might actually be important for colonies that had more Federation influence. Kronos officials are treating it with more ritual because they're used to more appointment. They're more used to appointments. Yes. Oh, I like it. You're taking this very seriously.
Yeah, it's a really quite.
Jim, you're absolutely right. Because I
That's
think
good. That's
that.
good reasoning. I mean, that's like that's got some nice plot. Yeah, it fits.
Oh, this gives us a plot. Yeah. This is actually because you don't also in a colony you don't have a lot of people that you want to run around and blow each other, and start whacking away. Although in my mind, most Klingon colonies are settled by a single house. But that's just me. But it would still definitely make things easier for families to keep down the animosity. Because you could see a house split apart when two people disagreed and then they just went wailing at each other in an afternoon.
Yeah, would not be pretty. Would not be pretty.
And we don't have a lot of blood to we don't have a lot of people to sacrifice at this point. This is all post Dominion, and I'm sure that Klingons are a bit thin on the ground, given how they performed in the. I mean, they performed well. They just took casualties like nobody's business. Yeah, so I like the idea. Also, yeah, and I think Barrier mentioned, which had more Federation influence. Also, distant colonies and mixed, MIX. Because the Klingons are getting more cosmopolitan in this era. So you're gonna have like this situation where, well, what happens when a bunch of Klingons throw in with, hey, there's a bunch of Vulcans and there's some, and there's some Andorians and things like that, and they all have to kind of agree on a thing that isn't death. And so everybody can kind of agree as to this neutral standard that's honored. Agreeing on the settlement by houses. I think the small number of colonies that were settled by minor houses who gave up on some trappings of ritual, and a small number of independently settled worlds. Yep, there we go. And then and I'm going to put the C, mixed worlds. Which is a new thing for the Klingons. It's absolutely a new thing. And a small number of independently settled worlds. Okay, got it. Yep. No, I think that's a great idea. Man, we're actually plowing some good backstory.
Oh,
for the universe. We got
beefing up the lore.
I want some beefy lore because that leads to storylines. Because now we've got 15 different storylines we can follow. What about these colonies? Because that one rule book for frickin' one of the games can't cover everything, and it gives you that Paradise Lost thing too. The Planet of Galactic Peace. They fell down because they did not have ranked choice voting. They couldn't They couldn't all get together on it.
This could have saved Nimbus 3.
Nimbus. Thank you. I was gonna. Resolves the we'll call it paradox.
Yes.
Because it's always a paradox or some shit like that, right? The Nimbus 3 impasse. I want to use a different freaking word once in a while. Yeah, early tunnels in feudal Europe. Yep, that's it. Everybody kind of and trying to get it to where everybody's able to, have be okay with the outcome because we all saw how it worked. Um, but it's like how you use the power afterward that's always a big nightmare. Or not nightmare. It's an important thing. It's like, well, we'll give you a shot and we'll watch what you do. All right, so we have that, but I like that we come up with an actual plausible thing that they're about to present, and he's just going, and then they stab each other because he's just like constantly back to, was it the? It's not the emperor's will because we have an emperor, but they're a figurehead.
Chancellor's will?
Yeah, these are the things that it always comes back to the chancellor's, to if that makes sense. These are the sorts of things that come back. If that makes sense. One of them I stole from Camelot. Caelus's clone is around at this time. Yes, he's around, but I think he is the emperor's ceremonial, correct? Where he can just weigh in. And I don't even think that they have him like it with as much power as the queen. Where they just are king now, where they just gotta nod. You gotta go and bend the knee to him. But I think that's something like that's happening. I think. But everybody knows the guy in charge got the one that got the most ships. I like the idea of they keep the Kalis clone around and they re-clone him.
Yeah, so you just keep doing this.
I'm totally fucking here for that. I think that we need to have like Foundation did that with it.
Yeah,
The
like
Eternal
the Foundation.
Emperor clone. Yeah, I'm thinking Star Trek can really have some bizarre, truly alien stuff if they really tried and not just make it an allegory for freaking Vikings. Yeah, so we got that. He's talking in circles. I don't know quite how we're gonna get out of this impasse, except for because I was gonna say the Stone of Goal, which is by going back to the Vulcan well. But we're gonna pull up the now I gotta get this. Yeah, I think I like it. Can it be the scepter of Kalas? The rod of Kalas?
Let's see.
Or you want a stone? I mean, because they clearly had metallurgy when the KLS stuff was going off, so it isn't like a big boulder.
Well, maybe it's just like how about the buckle?
The belt buckle?
Belt buckle, yeah.
Okay, I'm learning this. Everything I needed to know, I learned from Doctor Who. And it's all of Rassilon, or it's all of Kalas. Anything but the mating helmet of Kalas. Oh, I like the mating helmet of Kalas. I like you spelled it Helmut. Because that's so me. Can we just call it the belt of?
Or the belt, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The belt of Kalas. Okay. Because there's a ceremonial raiments and things, and with those spikes, it was very clear that certain things did not happen in the Klingon lovemaking. Or they did, and it was like, yep, this is Gene's vision. Whenever we had the Worf rejecting an animal woman, it was like,
Gene had a very big vision.
Gene had a lot of opinions about how things would look. And sometimes you just gotta go, you were of a time. The Belt of Kalas, for wisdom. Okay. making choices or clarification. Let me think about this.
Okay. What are you trying to clarify?
Well, I'm trying to think of why would we evoke this holy item, right? We have a relic, and it's for clarifying something. And since everything's been so cut and dried for the last 4,000 years in the Empire, right? We're gonna do. I really wish you could see my hands at this point because I'm rocking it right now.
Okay.
The captain,
have like a hand cam, hand cam. Hand cam.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the Belt of Kalos lets you speak more good.
Okay. It's like Wonder Woman's lasso or something.
It's just Wonder Woman's lasso. I don't know why we're doing it this way, but weirder things have been pulled out of the storyline, and we've created a new item. And what I'm gonna say, I think that the belt is inhabited by a spirit, one of them many disembodied energy forms, voiced by Jeffrey Combs or James Doohan.
Aren't they all? I mean,
aren't they all? We are saving a lot of money here. But no, whoever wants to speak must put on the Belt of Kalos, and then Kalos's wisdom and his wisdom and his clarity will flow through you to get your point across. Does that sound like
It sounds really mystical. I think
does that sound? Oh, they'd be down for this shit.
They would be so down for this, yeah.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna make the Belt of Kalos an NPC.
Oh, it's got its own. It's okay.
It's its own guy, Belt of Kalos, and last worn 3,000 years ago. Cause why not? And I'm gonna say, bite me, cannon. We will square the canon later if we actually do a write up. Because it's like so many thousand years ago when the Sword of Kalos, because they made up the Sword of Kalos. At some point, someone made up Star Trek.
Someone made up that, yeah.
Someone made that up, and it was never a mention of that crap. And that was suddenly a batleth, which was clearly a batleth, is called the Sword of Kalos. So, deal. We will work it out later. We're gonna put I'm gonna put 3,000, and I'm gonna put an asterisk by that because we're gonna correct it. We're gonna tread lightly in history because it's sometimes more clever to work inside the keys of the piano than to fucking invent your own piano.
That's so true. Just go for what's in between the keys.
To play the notes. It's the notes you don't play. Oh, get bent. So the Belt of Kalos and the Belt of Kalos has it has an alien in it, which doesn't it's no alien we've ever seen.
Okay.
Right? Because I don't want to have an old alien. I want a new one. And
we could just make it so that it's this alien we do not know what alien it is.
Yeah, it's just a it's inhabited.
It could be just like this ancient alien that's been in there since Kalos.
Oh yeah, no, and I think it's tired. I think it was old before Kalos, and it figured out he and Kalos could run a scam.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how about you let me live in the belt? And the belt's got, made of. All right. The belt has yohimbine crystals in it. And those. This is all backstory that will never show up on the page. And yohimbine is actually I think it's a it's not a neurotransmitter. It's a chemical compound. I'm not spelling it right. Um, all right, we're gonna call them the others. I mean, maybe they're the ones where all the Armus goodness went.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna do that because I'm not tying this back to a goddamn show.
No, let's just leave this be. You know, it's
Yeah,
isolated.
no.
Yeah, it's
Inhabited by a
isolated.
disembodied. Yeah, at some point, the Lights of Zatar made up. And that's all they can call themselves. They just really can't get the concept across, despite them being absolutely clear. Right? And gave or advised Kalis on the all right, so I'm gonna say they're not great.
Yeah.
The other is the only phrase that interacts with how different. Hey Raiders! Oh wait, we've got Raiders. Oh,
my
hey
goodness,
Vi!
Raiders.
Holy crap! Hey, gang's all here. Vi, thank you so much for coming in.
Welcome.
Thanks for dragging your people. You've had a long day. Everybody, I'm gonna sprinkle. I'm gonna have Felix. Could you, Felix? Because we have people. We must have meat and drink for all of them. All right, whether you like it or not, y'all got some fate chips from courtesy of Felix.
Absolutely.
Hey, and GM, thanks for keeping us going because we're like getting involved in telling a story. Holy crap, we've actually built some things.
Yeah.
Yeah, jawohl. No, that's the wrong planet. Shit.
We're not on that planet tonight.
We're not on that planet tonight. We're close. We're definitely fascist. Not a lot about Klingon society screams democracy. But yeah, thanks for raiding, guys. Welcome to Lords and Ladies of Fate. We're breaking down a Star Trek script. If you are interested, you get to participate. You get to yell. You get to ask, just what the heck is all this about? And yes, I am a cat. So that's.
And I am a robot.
Yes, and we are eating cookies. And that is kind of all you need to know. It's a bug alien.
That's about all you need to know.
Yeah, it's a bug alien. Just roll with it. So yeah, what we got is we're in the middle of putting on the belt of Kalis. Kalis. Where's the other phrase? Yeah, this is the belt that gave Kalis all his advice. I think I'm kind of liking this.
Yeah, it's a kind of Budinsky of a belt.
It's a buddy. Well, and the fact that it gave Kalis the advice on forming Klingon society means it's not exactly all about democracy and cuddles. It had some opinions about maybe it's like Elon Musk's dad.
Oh.
That one's an Emerald Mine that was off the books.
An off the books Emerald Mine.
Off the books Emerald Mine said, "Well, show me the title. Your dad did it under the table because he was shitty." It was yes, apartheid. So what could possibly go wrong? So we got the belt of Kailash. So somebody's got to put this baby on.
Okay.
And I don't even know what the belt. I need a WWE belt. It's going on, or a Texas belt buckle.
Yeah, like a big cowboy belt buckle.
Oh yeah.
Rodeo belt buckle.
Let's go with rodeo. Because that is how they those are like, you know, freaking medals, right? I mean, as I understand it, that is a medal.
It is. Well, it is definitely metal.
Or not just metal, but a metal thing to be, to be proud of. You kind of were almost trampled by an animal. I'm liking this one. I'm just gonna go with
It's
it.
perfect. Go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Oh, I like the. There we go. I'm gonna go with that.
Hmm.
You're gonna be uncredited, whoever the fuck you are. Does not have enough points on it for me to be a. Yeah, there's the belt buckle of Kalish.
Hmm.
So who gets to wear it? It's the counselor, the science officer. Don't know why the science officer is here, but she's here.
Well, I guess we have to say like you know, where do we think this should go? Are we pro change? Are we
Oh well, the Federation guy. I mean, the Starfleet has a mission, and it's to teach them about ranked choice voting.
and so do we think Sherelle, if he puts it on, is he going to change his mind?
Oh well, no, the belt of Kalash enables you to speak more good.
Okay.
It does not make you. It's not the lasso.
All right.
It's the ability to um it's the ability to persuade.
Okay, so I would say let's give it to Kim and let's give it to Kat Carson.
Oh, I absolutely love the idea. Yep,
And when
that's how we fit in. We
and
give it to
when
Kit
when
Curse.
when this happens, suddenly she has the voice of Kalis, and
And it's a
it,
crazy
it
voice.
I mean it's a crazy voice, but every Klingon recognizes it.
Okay, and I've got the belt buckle inverted because I don't know why. GM the Great Barrier just handed us the absolute best idea because this is the other help form Klingon society. It does not share our views.
Oh, the other. Okay.
The other is the belt buckle, right?
Okay, I
So
get it. I
when
get
you
it.
put it on, you and the belt buckle have a bit of a discussion. And
Mm,
the belt buckle has the other has some opinions. They happen to line up really well with Kalish.
mm-hmm.
Kalish's, and most importantly, wanted to stay in the belt buckle crystal place. So they were gonna back Kalish's play.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So they'll but we could also move it over and say the other may have to be persuaded about it. But I'm kind of excited about where this goes.
Okay.
So she puts on the belt buckle. Oh my god! All right.
The upside down looks kind of a thong.
Yeah,
Well, it is a belt buckle.
it is a belt, but no, when she looks at it, it looks fine.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But I Commander Cat puppeted by the other could undermine the argument. I'm here for that. I think that actually happens. We could leave this as a cliffhanger and accidentally trigger the second Klingon Civil War in our corner of the universe because these guys are like always about 2 seconds away from a civil war anyway.
Well, that is true. No matter how small of a population they have.
Even if there's one Klingon, they're gonna wind up punching themselves in the head.
I mean, I
They're
could.
almost like Bajorans.
Captain
Bajorans.
Esteban is going to grab his forehead and say, "Oh, I should have called Starfleet."
Well, Starfleet sent him here, but yeah,
Well, I
they've
know,
sent him
but
there before.
he didn't call in to ask for advice.
And then, well, all right. So here's the deal. How do we have Cat act as a player character and use the Modifia system, or do we have Cat the first city, third district civil war? Yeah. Oh, I love this. I kind of love the idea that all of the city districts like have their own random civil wars going on just all the
I mean,
time.
it's just so localized.
And it would explain why the Empire can never get its act together. Is that at some point there is always some level of disruption or fighting going on. I mean, I feel we've written the second Modifius Klingon book.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the Starfleet universe has a bit of a Stalinist take on them. Um, which is what kind of where they started. They kind of started at Stalin, and then they just became Vikings. But I do like the first city, third district civil war. I'm putting a pin in that, and that is going to be where we end the episode. We
Oh,
just know we just nope out of there when the whole thing hits
oh,
the fan.
yeah. Oh, I think again. Like let's think of Captain Esteban. Oh, slapping his forehead. And then you
Oh
hear
yeah,
like a,
no. She puts on the belt before he can call Starfleet.
you just hear this womp womp,
Once again, another mission.
and you roll credits.
She puts on the belt, and is there any kind of what I'm estimating is game wise or mechanics wise? Is there any kind of a resistance roll? Like it can, because the belt is a negotiation. I'm not gonna make it just take you over, because Kalis had a strong will, right?
Hmm.
And so nothing else. He's a legendary figure. His will could bend the other, to do what he wanted. And so I've given the other, what's it called? Its last use was under Kalish,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
it's in that mindset. It's in that, well, I'm gonna have to kill a few people kind of mindset. I'm gonna have to. We need a unified. It's got to be a unified single culture under me kind of a thing. Which would be the anathema of ranked choice voting period.
So are
Um,
we just gonna beam out and leave Cat Carson there?
the other, uh, voting is irrelevant, and we're gonna bring that one in. But no, that it's Cat starts. We could have Cat doing it. Do we want to have Cat resisting this thing, or just let it take her over?
Or maybe we just beam her out of it.
Well, I kind of need the scene to play out before we decide there's a problem.
Okay.
I'm working on
Okay.
the scene.
Okay.
I'm working on the scene where she puts the belt on, and then
Hmm.
I was laying out that the belt's mindset is Kalis's, you know, Stalinism,
Hmm. Hmm.
and Kat's trying to actually accomplish the mission of ranked choice voting. And now we have these two personalities clash.
Yeah, maybe it's just like it's two voices coming out of her mouth. She says, "Let's do ranked choice voting," and then the voice says, "Ranked choice voting is irrelevant."
Oh yeah, Cat. Yeah, all right, we'll do that. Cat puts on the belt, and I'm gonna go Cat. Um, oh no, she's got a wordy thing. What is it? It allows for the most agreed upon solution.
Hmm.
For the betterment of all. And the end up voting is irrelevant. And so we're just gonna do it. There is only Kayla. There is only my will.
There is no cat. There is only Zool.
Yes. The will. I'm gonna go with the will of Kayla's, just to get that one going. Oh look, the belt buckle poked through the scene.
Oh, I like that. It's got a strong will, that belt
It
buckle.
is definitely coming out. Okay, so I've got. All right, so we have that bit of a thing. Bring to front. And what I'd like to do is should Cat and the belt buckle, now they've expressed their two opinions out loud in front of people.
Hmm.
Sharel is over the moon about how stupid this is. Yeah, it caught Cat by surprise.
Hmm.
Yeah, Cat is stunned. All right, and he's super happy about the chaos, and I am not able to type at all.
Well,
It's a night. It's the
it's a
end of the
Friday. It's been
week.
a long week. It
It's
always
been
is
a
a
long.
long week when
It's
we're on
always a
here.
long week.
Hmm.
Well, but you go on your charger stand, so your nights are pretty good.
Hmm.
But yeah, so Cheryl is super happy about the chaos, and we've got what I would. Man, should we loop Noob and Cold back into this?
Wow, it's like we should have like a little post scene where it's from their perspective again. They're out in the hallway
We're
and
just standing out there,
yeah. I
just
hope this is
smoking.
Noob says. I hope this goes well, and that's that's the last you hear.
Yeah, the last you hear about it. Well, let's get in the shuttle.
I mean, poor
But
old. I mean, he's gonna end up on that planet. He's gonna end up in retirement planet.
oh, we're all heading to the retirement planet one way or another. That's just a thing. I'm gonna continue the scene on a new slide because
Hmm.
wow, we did a good job, people. I hope honestly, GM, since you're running a Klingon campaign, I hope we gave you 5 things. I hope you got some NPCs here. You got some insights into Klingon culture that may or may not be way different and pop up a little bit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so we got the rank choice dueling. I'd like her to have. I want some dice. See what I'm aging toward is dice. Is
Yeah. Well,
putting
let's
our
do some
plot in the
dice.
hand of dice. Do we want to? Because I'm going to roll some dice, and what I'm going to ask is, does the scene proceed with her just having a will battle with the Belt of Kalish? Which,
Okay.
if she wins, she is way better than frickin' Kalish. That's all I'm gonna say. Usurp the spiritual. Oh, good. Yep, that's happening. Because the only NPC in the room is Sharel.
Hmm.
The other one is Cold could come in because he's impatient, and he could take the Belt of Kalish.
Oh,
Because my usurp the spiritual is somebody grabs the belt.
I think you're right, and that is such a pro wrestling move.
Yeah, it is. It's a pro wrestling. Klingons are.
Because it's also it's like a Drazi move. You just come in and grab the scarf, and you're
I'm grabbing a scarf. Yeah, everyone who hasn't seen it, Babylon 5, please enjoy. You're welcome.
yeah. So it's like all of a sudden close up on Kalis and says, "My time is now." Or I mean, not Kalis, Cold.
Okay, I'm liking this. Maybe Cat got caught by surprise. She is being overwhelmed.
Hmm.
Is she fighting it off, or is she starting to spout gibberish?
I think she's just
She just loses. Does she just lose to this thing?
there's some audible chaos going on. That's what gets Kaol's attention.
All right, and back and forth.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm going with this. Because it's a very honestly, that's a very Star Trek thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
I mean, you can see the thing too with like all those voices coming out of Commander Cat. And it's just and some dramatic music and woo, just all that kind of weird shit that they do.
I mean, the best part is this is a 3-set show.
Yeah, and
Um,
we only we these were new sets for us, though. It's going to cost something.
it's gonna cost something. It always costs. This is my Chat GPT. Chat GPT can't write a script because it doesn't know that a set costs money. Cahold is angry. Cahold here grows impatient.
Hmm. Well, he's also concerned. It's what's going on in there, and what are they doing to the Empire or my local magistrate?
Yeah, what are they doing to my career? Yeah, because he's not my career. He grows impatient, breaks in.
My time is now.
into the conference silo.
Mm-hmm.
We really need to have the name for a Klingon conference room. I feel like, I'm gonna give that to GM the Great Bear as homework because by the way, folks, we're working on a season 3 for the Star Trek game on Mondays, and I'm gonna break it to you. It's probably gonna be Ferengi, and we're probably gonna lose a couple of players, which means we have slots open. And we don't know who the referee is going to be. I think that Dr. Twitch is interested. There is no honor in the election process. Oh my God.
That's a great line, GM. A great line.
I am liking this. Does he actually do that? Because I think that we're going to leave the Klingons back to where they are. We are not going to bring ranked choice voting in the fucking Klingon Empire.
You can't win them all, Captain Esteban says.
Well, we can't. We got to leave them right where they are because this is a serialized TV show.
Here we go.
We can't. Look, nobody rescued the SS Minnow's passengers and crew, so deal.
I mean, Captain Esteban says, looks at somebody and says, well, let's never talk of this again.
Yeah, just like, burying it. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, Kat's doing this. Usurp the spiritual, which I love because I think this is grab the belt. I want to have Sherelle kind of give up his game. Though I want him out of there. As a curse is foiled again kind of thing. Because if that's not the most TNG thing I could ever have. There's a bad guy and they get their comeuppance. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up here. Cole grabs yes, copy.
Yes, that's a great line.
Yeah, Cole, yep, turn of phrase, man, turn of phrase. Cole grabs the belt. Because I do like what we set. We set a delicate thing that's going to work great for the Klingons as the future is a more enlightened Klingon. But I like that the capital is just corrupt. It's just, this is the culture of the capital. Cole, I'm gonna bring Cole back in. Noob is gonna, I guess Noob will be just standing there because he had one job and that was to keep out of the fucking conference room. That was you had one job, Lieutenant Noob.
Yeah, to keep Cole calm.
Keep really Cole out of the room. Cole grabs the belt, and it's like, I would love to say this is the way, but it's, there is no honor in this election process. It is fraud. I'm gonna say Sherelle says, see how the many voices muddy the true warrior's vision or something like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you just gotta own the fascist mode. All I'm gonna say is I'm channeling my dad. Is Esteban smart enough to realize, hey, wait a minute, you called us here?
Well, I think he would just probably, do something.
Strack is going to be pissed. Strack's a Tellarite. He'll be a dick.
Yeah, I think he could say something like that. I think Esteban would just sort of calm him down and say, well, our job here is done.
Oh, no, he'll end it with that. We were going to go to credits when he says, well, we're done here. And it'll be, what was the phrase?
Let's never speak of this again.
We'll never speak of this again. I don't know if this is going to show up.
Yes.
And I have no idea because that never makes it on broadcast.
Oh, I heard it just fine.
No, you did, but you're not on broadcast.
Oh, okay.
Shrek, because I vote that Tellarites would be awesome detectives. Because they're dicks. And they question everything. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you heard the transport? Okay, that's
Just
good,
transporter
GM.
came through. Awesome.
We have had some issues.
The special effects gods are with us.
Yeah, the special effects gods are kind of challenging. Well, let's see if you can hear this one.
I've got some junk in my trunk.
Because that didn't come through sometimes. Let me see. Strack, wait, you asked us here to try this. And it's revealed that, and it would have worked too if it weren't for you and this stupid cat. Regrettably, yes. Oh, sweet summer child, hold on.
Is that an American hot dog?
I couldn't understand that.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Is that an American hot dog? I'm in the car.
No, none of those are coming through
No,
for you,
no.
Rufus?
No, I didn't hear it.
So only one of them worked, and then the rest of it figured out to filter. Okay,
Wow.
we
Anyway.
gotta figure out. Yeah, regrettably is, and that too. Good. Welcome to the Solar Patrol, GM of the Great Barrier, which, unbeknownst to some people, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here, because I'm the GM for the other Monday night game. I'm going to say that we have Star Trek the role-playing game every Monday night on Lords of Ladies of Fate. But nobody's listening who can make a difference. So I'm just gonna say that things are weird, and I'm putting it out there to be arrogant. This is my my supervillain monologue moment. This is my head of humorous moment. Let me see. All right, I need a way to get Sherelle like freaking caught. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for this cat. I mean, all right. What are the chances that Strack or one of the landing party is going to connect the dots about who he is? Because Cahold may not know who is doing this. Yeah, because someone says, wait, you asked us here. Cahold, Cahold knows who Sherelle is, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, he knew who the threat was coming from.
Made a deal to subvert the election. Oh, I like that. We may go with that. We may not. I like that Sherelle talked with the belt buckle. Belt of KLS for clarification.
Yeah, I think he was definitely aware of this.
Yeah, because he got it primed up and pissed. Oh, this is like the psionic resonator all over again. Honestly, this is a mission brief and a half, people.
Yeah, this
is a serious mission brief. I mean,
in reality, was this a two-parter?
No, we could pull it off in 45 minutes. I mean, they did a murder. They did the whole board thing in 45 minutes. Gets a one up by Sherelle, and How's that work? God, I can't.
Yeah.
I see. I don't have. What the frick did I just do? Z. I don't have thumbs, and I think that's been established. But yeah, I like that we've got new artifacts to the Klingons that make me very happy. I like new artifacts. Let me see. Perhaps was it Commander Cat? Picked up that much during the moment she was in the belt. She could really figure it out. Okay, good. I like that. Oh yeah, because we've kind of done a dumb thing, and we've made a female character have no agency. So guilty.
We'll have
Cold
to
news. What?
We'll have to redeem Cat.
Oh yeah, no, because Cat, there's no choice. I mean, Cat's just gonna get overwhelmed. Cat gets between Sherelle. I got dogs that don't like a car horn. Hold on. Yeah, you guys get cookies. If you shut up, you give you a cookie. All right, the dogs are now enjoying a delightful mother's animal cracker, and our little diabetic dog is not going to do well. The conversation between Sherelle and the others. And I do like the others are going to be this, weird multipotent thing. Yeah, and it's like she's gonna declare it. She's gonna say, "Wait a minute," and then Cole is gonna also say, "It was you that proposed this. It wasn't Martok." Yeah, that gets Martok off the hook. That puts Sherelle back in the frickin' spotlight.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to be an accidental Berman. I can deal with GM. I can deal with being an accidental Berman. It's not a great look. I do not want to be an intentional Berman, and I am going to self-correct the shit out of this. If we have other people that want to come in, I mean, we're a small channel, but man, the more voices at the writers' table, the freaking better. Because we're coming up with stuff, and we're also gonna go back. And the best part is, we can edit our stuff, and have and we did. We actually course corrected, so that makes me feel good. Yeah. So he realizes it's not Martok. He seizes the belt buckle. I'm really avoiding the use of the word "this is the way."
This is the way.
No, stop what you're doing. You just get that shit out of your. I'm gonna slap that right out your mouth. Right choice voting, Cat. All right, so Cold now has the belt buckle. The belt buckle has to come to front because it's so powerful.
Boom.
Oh no, he goes order set back. Order. I really need to just learn how to use the keyboard shortcuts, right? But yeah, so Cole grabs it from Cat. She realized, she actually, when not under the influence, she says, "Wait a minute," and lays it all out when Cole takes the belt buckle. Cole and the belt buckle have a conversation, and you know what? I think Cole and Sherelle have a bit of a fight. What do you think? What do you think, audience? Do they have a duel? And I'm thinking, do we put this up to the chaos generator, or do we just say, yeah, the most logical thing is you try to take my job, you piece and Cole goes after him.
Very good.
Yeah. Because, there's nothing wrong with their political system in their mind.
No, it's actually probably a little bit of bad timing for us to try to interfere. We're going to find out that this was totally the decision of some corrupt admiral.
Oh no, this is Sherel's whole deal. No corrupt admiral. Sherel just
Okay.
no. The
Sherelle-
Federation walked into this like a bunch of morons, like they
Okay.
do.
Well,
They were
no
just
wonder,
yeah. Yep,
no
sorry.
wonder they sent Esteban.
Yeah, well, that's why we're here. Yeah, Starfleet said, "I'll bet that's a trap." Okay, send Esteban. Yeah, I like that. I like the idea that Sherelle and Cole go for it. Let me see. My only question is, does Sherelle die or does he escape? And I'm gonna put that up in the engine because I don't feel like rolling a bunch of dice at 8:30 Eastern.
Okay.
If that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
I don't know. GM is like 25 minutes behind at this point based on all the freaking ads. But I'm gonna say, does Sherelle? What do you think that Sherelle's escape is more or less likely?
I don't want him to get killed, so
Okay, you're gonna put it. Does Sherelle escape? Because he can still get bloodied and have an emergency transporter. You name it.
yeah, I think
I'm
we
gonna
should
say it's
save him for another time.
He's a pretty good villain. He's got some chops. Let me see. I'm gonna say, does he escape? I'm gonna ask the question. I put it likely with a chaos factor of 7, which is a little bit excitable. Let the House of Grelon, what is it? Survive this day. Yeah. Well, he I don't think he's the House, but he's definitely ally. But yeah, I get where you're headed. I'm sorry, I'm being pedantic, but that is the requirement.
Yeah, we got to end this. Go ahead.
Well, pedantic is also the requirement of Lords and Ladies of Fate.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you can't be anything, be pedantic. So let me see. It's likely. Does he escape? Yes. No event occurs. Sherelle escapes. And I'm gonna go with hidden panel rather than transporter beam. Hidden door. And here's the deal: does Cole just keep the belt buckle and keep spouting wisdom now? Is he the most impressive Department of Motor Vehicles agent that ever existed now?
No, you call it.
I'm gonna say he keeps the belt buckle. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, folks, and let me see, gold. Yeah, he is the wisest bureaucrat in the empire. And I like that he's just what was the phrase that we did? There it is, the first city district 3. Copy. Yeah, the first city of District 3 narrowly avoids a civil war. There. That makes me feel good. And then we roll credits. So there you go. Guys, we did a good job.
Awesome.
Only minor amounts of accidental misogyny and lots of fascism, which is the good thing to punching fascists is always a Star Trek value. Well, folks, thanks so much for visiting Lords and Ladies of Fate this week. And I've got to find out, where's my thingy here? Nobody's here from the main channel to correct me. So what we're going to do is. And by the way, yeah, democracy sort of wins. I don't know if democracy won because they went right back to appointments and shit. Um, they
Yeah,
went back to
it's a
what
tough call. I
it
just,
kind of works for them, which is a horrible thing to think about.
I mean,
Um,
I think, what you could say is that, well, it's up in the air, I guess.
Yep. But we did narrowly avoid the thing. But we do have a potential method going forward for Klingon mixed colonies or outer colonies that may want to try a different way. Times change. Ridges reconform.
Just very slowly.
Which is very for nor I back from an ad land for a moment. Oh God, I'm so
What's
sorry.
coming up next week?
Next week, we're working on that. Next week, well, actually, we do not have anything on Saturday, which is like my only free day, apparently.
Mm.
And on Sunday at 9:30, I think. Well, it's 8:30. On Sunday we have Tomb of Annihilation, and that is, I think we're in a city. We had to cancel last week, because reasons. And then on Monday, I believe we have another episode of the Solar Patrol, where who knows what's happening there. Honestly, the actors who now find themselves in a bizarre world of a twisted version of Earth have captured Whiskers and also a very burnt, damaged, and crippled person known as Sam, whose only words are pain and love. On Tuesday, welcome back to the land of Conan, and the group there is just having a blast. On Wednesday, really wish I had some freaking times here. On Wednesday at 8 p.m., The Curse of Strahd is continuing to roll forward. And on Thursday, I believe we are having a brand new game at
That's
8:30
exciting.
Eastern. It's all supervillains. It's Oops, all supervillains. And apparently a new player is going to be introduced called Tim Horton. So join him in his first appearance on Lords of the Ladies of Fate. He's very excited. And then what?
Fresh
Sorry?
blood.
Fresh blood. And that brings us, and honestly, on Friday, that brings us back to Doe. Once again, another night of cookies and Star Trek and audience participation and just having a good time to get the weekend rolling.
And next week it's fortune cookies, and they're going to be playing a role as well.
Oh crap! And I don't have a raid, and I'm not going to worry about it. So hey, everybody, thanks a lot. It's been a great night, and we're gonna go and take our dogs for a walk.
Alrighty, see you next week.
Bye bye, everybody.